Hey guys, Scott and Sean Brody here from the Brody Windsor Group. We've been having some discussions recently with a lot of sellers about what is the optimal pricing strategy. And so we want to talk to you today about how that is really very important and how it's really a combination of art and science. So Johnny, why don't you give us a rundown of what the three pricing strategies we usually see?
Sure, great question. We basically got three approaches that we discuss with our sellers and that we're seeing out in the market quite often. The first one is underpricing. This is kind of like the blood in the water, and you create the feeding frenzy with the sharks, where you price the home below market value and you should generate multiple offers, which would essentially drive up the sale price. And that's worked very well. We've seen quite a bit of that this year, and I think those sellers have been smart in taking that approach.
And that usually results in a quick sale.
Absolutely. You're going to put the house on the market, you'll probably delay looking at offers for a few days and build up those multiple offers. The next approach is sort of what we call the sweet spot, which is where you're pricing it right at very close to market value based on comparable sales in the area. A great approach as well. It may take a little bit longer to sell, maybe between 1 and 4 weeks, but you should receive offers in this sweet spot. And depending on where your home is and what price range, this might be a good approach to take. And then the third one,
would there be no more negotiation involved at that price?
Yeah, the sweet spot, generally you're negotiating a little bit. Hopefully the negotiations are a little bit tighter, but rather than the feeding frenzy where the buyers are fighting it out for your house, you're not having to negotiate with them, you're just accepting the best offer. In the sweet spot scenario, you are negotiating a little bit with those buyers and hopefully getting terms and conditions that are appealing to you. And then the third approach we see a lot this year, with all the hype in the media about the hot market. We're seeing sellers price the home what we call in the kind of roll the dice territory, way above where market value, as determined by recent sales, should be. And this approach can work. It's riskier. I think you're then waiting it out. Generally, you're going to be on the market a little bit longer, and you're hoping for that needle in the haystack, that buyer to come in and fall in love and pay you that top dollar for the house, which may or may not happen. You can end up shooting your foot with that approach, because if it didn't work, you then have to lower your price, and you're staying on the market longer, and your house no longer is as appealing as it was when it was new on the market.
So there we have it. Three approaches, three strategies for determining optimal list price. If you have any questions, comments, just reach out to us. We'd be happy to help.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Bye.